Welcome to Deep Dive Daily.
Good morning, Andy. Just like that, it's football season.
It is.
Finals are in the books. Not sure if you saw that, but it was a weird one. Under was
never in
doubt. You know what also was not in doubt? The live total at any point in the first quarter of the game, particularly after, about minute 7, when Tyrese Halliburton tore his Achilles very clearly and obviously was not going to come back. That was wild. Although, yeah, good morning to everyone except the people who are bitching about Void Halliburton. Really? Like, you did that to yourself. that was the most predictable injury that we've had in sports in 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to laugh about it because it sucks for basketball fans, it sucks for Pacers fans, but he was playing with an Achilles. We knew it was likely to happen.
Take 30 seconds and think about that. We talked a little off the air about this. The risk reward of like, hey, Halliburton gets to his points. Let's just say it's a minus 110 line. You just choose something in his points, his rebounds, whatever. It's like, well, even if you say like that's low, and I'm guessing the people who put Halliburton in their SGPs probably aren't making fairs, not modeling numbers. They're just mashing 4 big names into an SGP, posting it on their site, and check out the Discord guys, or they're doing the real bullshit one like used to do. This goes back to like when we first learned to bet, all of us, any of you.
Oh yeah, sure.
We thought like, well, NFL teasers, how are these ever going to lose? Or when you first found props and there was alt props, it was like, like I can bet this guy to just score like 8 points at minus 500 compared to his regular line. I can just like stick 5 or 6 of those together and it pays like 2 to 1. And naturally, one of those people has an off shooting night or gets hurt or something, and you finally learn your lesson. But like, yeah, if you have any thought in your head at all, like even if you're making a chalky, gross SGP for the finals, maybe keep the guy who has a huge risk of re-injuring his leg out of there. So no calling for voiding on that.
Yeah, you know why this is a game. This is a set aside the injury risk, set aside the long tail, the downside tail stuff. This is a game 7. Why are you playing player prop overs anyway? What are you doing?
You play rebound overs.
Rebound over. Ooh, probably.
I think Chet had a nice game.
Congratulations to the Thunder. Congratulations to Sam Presti. The Thunder. They didn't make it easy. My goodness, that was what a mess they made of that finals to finally get there. But again, we talked about this last week, and it's a lesson I wish I had taken more seriously. It's the first time you do it. Like, you're gonna need some breaks. You're gonna need the best player in the other team to get hurt. It's hard to win that first time. And now that they have it, I would expect that title 2 for this group is probably going to come easier. I would expect that they're over under in terms of titles with this nucleus of Shea, Jalen, and Chet. It's going to depend on Chet's health, but I would put their over under on titles at like 2.5. Like, this is probably a team that wins 3 championships, I would say. Especially with the rest of the state of the NBA. We're going through this entire arc of like all of the famous players we know, all of the brands and the legacy guys, they're all on their way out. Like, it's going to look like a very different association in like 5 years, where it's like Shea, Luka, Jokic, and I mean, hopefully some of the young stars like Wemby actually, stay healthy and take steps we're hoping to take so that we have this next gen. But yeah, the best
tweet about the Thunder I saw. I'm assuming it was about the Thunder. I can't imagine. Maybe it was a Tom Hanks tweet. I don't know. But it just said, imagine carrying a child inside of you for 9 months and then naming it Chet. I'm super sorry if someone's listening to this and their name is Chet, but it just killed me. I don't know why that killed me. Minnesota grown Chet.
Chet Thomas.
Not exactly a underdog
Thomas
story. He
Holmgren.
went to a incredibly expensive high school.
23 years old.
Good job for them. I did want to point out, if you are interested in team building and stuff, I haven't listened to this yet, but I saw it and bookmarked it. Ed Fang did an interview with a guy from True Hoop. Talks about how the Thunder have here, I'm going to read it because he does it better than me. They have a 4-person department devoted to only predicting the long-term future of the NBA to help them decide, what they're doing with draft assets, how they're going to approach free agency and things like that. So I might give that a listen later, because that's more interesting to me than actually watching basketball. Team building is cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Thunder positioned themselves extremely well. Maybe I'm low with 2.5 titles. Maybe it's a bigger number. I don't know.
It's hard to win a title.
Fucking man. Is, but it's hard. But once you get the first one, that's the hardest one.
I know, but it's not even like the Halliburton injury that you need. Literally, it can be just SGA high ankle sprain, misses 2 weeks. Guess what? The Nuggets beat you in 6. The Timberwolves beat you in 7. You don't get there because of a very poorly timed injury or a cold streak or some bad luck here and there. It's just so hard to get it done. And to his to the credit of some of those teams I just mentioned, the West will continue to be tough. The East is confusing because I'm not sure who's going to win out of there. I've seen a lot of
the Celtics and the Pacers. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, but the Pacers may be without Halliburton for
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Tatum and Halliburton are now just your best player on two teams that were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year are not playing.
Your second best team doesn't have a coach.
Yeah. They can't find a coach. That's right.
They can't find a coach. No, I'm sure I'm going to go on record. I'm sure they will find a coach.
The Cavs are probably Eastern Conference favorites right now, and that feels like burning money the way they played in the playoffs.
I would bet the Knicks are.
No.
I bet. It's just you got to pay a Knicks tax now. Every
maybe okay.
Every jabroni is going to.
Okay, I'm thinking true, not thinking.
I'm talking about the market.
Yeah. All right.
Real quick, a lot of takes on NBA.
Fire.
Well, no, just I've seen a lot of people calling for the end of the 82 game season, and that suddenly cropped up again yesterday. I strongly disagree with that. I don't think you should get rid of have a difference than 82. I think you should get rid of all 82. Just not have a regular season. Just start the playoffs. Here's the teams on paper that look pretty good. Let's have them play. I don't want to watch any of that. I do want your take on the trade, though. And also, what the fuck, guy? Don't do that on announce it Monday.
Yeah. I mean, they had to get it done. They had to do it. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, it was a slow news day yesterday anyway. So long wait for the finals. Anyway, trade doesn't really move the needle for me much. I think they gave up a fair amount of assets. Honestly, I was surprised at what they gave up. The Phoenix got back. Apparently, they really, really, really wanted that top 10 pick for some reason, because the other packages I heard sounded better. Maybe they weren't real, but they apparently really wanted that pick, and they got it. So they're picking the top 10 now. I think that moves Derek Queen in the conversation to go in the top 10 if you're trying to capitalize on betting angles for that. A lot of connections between Queen and Phoenix. I think the Kevin Durant Houston team is interesting because Kevin Durant's his historical Darko, for instance, it's falling off of a cliff. It looks over for him. That said, that this is now the best offensive player on the Rockets. The problem with the Rockets and why they couldn't beat the Warriors was their offense was terrible. They didn't have a guy that they could go to find, clutch buckets. Certainly didn't seem like Jalen Green was going to be a guy that, kind of got better as he played more playoffs. It felt like he just didn't have it. And now they have at least a plausible offensive weapon to go with. But right now, Kevin Durant is the 29th best offensive player in basketball. If your best offensive player is the 29th in basketball, you have a fucking problem. And so I don't think the Rockets are realistically now in title contention with Kevin Durant.
No,
involved.
you would think you'd still put, Thunder, Nuggets, Wolves.
Yes.
Is there a fourth team you put ahead of them? They're kind of in the mismatch
probably
of
draw the line there, but maybe the Lakers, Warriors. I'm not
I was
really.
gonna say Lakers, Warriors are close.
They're in that next tier,
probably just below them. Yeah, but same tier.
The tiering is Thunder, big gap, Nuggets, Timberwolves, small gap, Lakers,
Warriors, Rockets.
Yeah. Maybe the Clippers. I don't know. Maybe the Grizzlies. I don't know.
Clippers are very hard to solve.
They are.
No, it was like the least exciting. I kind of didn't want him to come to Minnesota. I thought about looking at that. Like giving up Gobert seemed like after you traded like 19 first-round picks for him. I didn't love it. So I'm glad he didn't come here. But at the same time, it really didn't like get me excited. Because it doesn't seem like I thought he was going to shoot for. He's a ring chaser. He doesn't give a shit. He isn't like embarrassed to chase another ring. So I thought he'd end up somewhere where he could actually do that, and it doesn't feel like staying in the Western Conference on a second or third tier team was maybe the solution to that. I'd have gone.
Yeah, I would have
found a team in the East that was close.
Go East. Yeah,
Go
right.
East,
I also wouldn't have wanted to go to a team where I'm the best offensive player. Go be a second banana somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that's how you actually have a realistic chance to chase a ring, I think. But anyway, the NBA, we'll cover a lot of NBA draft tomorrow. We should get the rest of the notes today and have kind of a pretty clear picture. But right now I've staked a couple of pretty strong positions in the market. There's no bookmaker numbers up right now, so doesn't make sense, I don't think, to blast these into the void. Let's wait till there's bookmaker numbers come up today and they get shaped a little bit, and then we'll talk some NBA draft tomorrow. Does that work for you?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
All right.
So let's move on to the Chargers hosting the Lions. It is a pick'em. The total is 32.5. I'm assuming you get no Goff in this one, but I guess it's
we get to finally see. We get to see what the new look Lions offense looks like. Yeah.
We get to see probably 3. I'm guessing you're going to get 3 different Chargers quarterbacks in this one. Honestly, we should do a whole episode breaking down the Hall of Fame game like 3 weeks too early.
Of course.
This game is in 5 weeks, guys. This is happening soon. So I've just accidentally pulled it up on my score app when I went to the wrong league. I'm like, it hit me though. Like I saw it. There was a game. There's Lions. And like, bam.
Yeah. To answer Casey's question, months away from the NFL, really don't want to lose money on baseball. How do I stay busy? You don't bet baseball for sure. Get a good book. Pick a good nonfiction topic to really dive into. This has been a summer of wine reading for me. Just all the literature I can find on wine and viticulture. So that's my task. Also, we bet tennis on grass. Eastbourne Wimbledon thoughts. Carlos just going to win this after winning London. Mr. Alamo 2024. Mr. Alamo 2004. You are correct. Carlos is just going to win Wimbledon. There is no other realistic chance for any other men's players besides him, and I include Sinner in that conversation, who got beat by Bublik. Bublik got him.
Bublik was redlining. What are we going to do?
Bublik was redlining, but this is now two hollas for Bublik. He's taken the crown from Roger Federer. This is no longer Roger's tournament. It is now Sasha Bublik's.
You said Alex Sasha.
What's that?
He said Alex Sasha.
Alex Sasha Bublik. Yeah. Sasha Bublik.
The women's draw should be more interesting than the men's.
For sure. For sure.
Kind of a theme we've had for the last.
Yeah, the women's is, I mean, anyone's guess. Did you see Vondrousova won another grass title out of the freaking clouds? She hadn't played anything. She didn't play well at all this year. She shows up in Berlin and ships. She took down Sabalenka. She took down
Jabeur.
she absolutely stomped Jabeur. And she beat the very plucky Xin Wang, who was playing very, very good tennis in Berlin. Xin Wang, not a player I'm familiar with, or I wasn't familiar with her game until we saw her make a finals run in Berlin. Also notable that we haven't seen Egon Grass yet. I'm kind of curious what that's going to look like. She's a factor. What is it? It's Mira was awful in her warm up opportunity. Did you see Mira's sister just absolutely truck sticked Belinda Bencic today in Bad Homburg? I guess Bencic isn't winning Wimbledon. That was a shocking rout.
Erica? What's the other one? Is it Erica?
Sorry, it was Alexandrova. It wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't Andreeva. My bad. I saw that, but still, it was a rout. It's going to be a wide open women's Wimbledon, so that'll be fun. Rybakina would probably be my bet at price.
We had a fun golf ending, unless you cheer for someone to finally get it done. It is wild. I've defended Tommy Fleetwood as a golf is hard. You have to beat 150 people most of the time, and sometimes you play really well, and it's not a choke. It's just you're very good. You just haven't won because it's difficult to win a golf tournament. I might be off the fence. I might be coming over to the other side. This guy has the most top tens without a win, like in a long time.
I really thought it was going to happen.
He had a lead. I mean, it was
3-stroke lead.
Yeah, it was a pretty rough ending when he missed the short putt there. And then congrats to Keegan, which has been fun because it ramps up all the Keegan, who is the captain of the Ryder Cup team, now may have to choose himself as a player captain, a la Pete Rose, player coach. You probably just pick yourself. Like, if you're playing well enough, he's 9th in the rankings right now for Ryder Cup stuff. Just pick it's not that hard. The captain isn't like out there doing a ton. He just decides on the matchups and the pairings. And here's the thing, he's not going to be that good of a captain anyway. We're clearly we're outclassed.
Matter.
It does a lot if you do it right.
Really?
Like Luke Donald, they got deep into the analytics and fucked us up last time. Like, Luke Donald is a legit good captain. I think it can matter if you have a good captain. I'm saying I don't think Keegan is a Luke Donald anyway. So whether he's fully focused on doing matchups, and it doesn't matter. When they do that on an NFL game, like they do the check boxes, who has the advantage one way or the other, it does not matter who we throw out there. We are in a clear disadvantage in the captaincy. We need to just have the 12 best golfers.
Wow. Keegan Bradley, major winner.
Yeah.
You remember
He's
what year?
Playing really good golf right now. Oh, like 2013?
11. He was your PGA
11.
Championship winner in 2011.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, his best golf was way behind him.
And it's a bit of a renaissance.
St. John's alum.
He's beloved in New England. It's cool that if somebody was going to cuck Tommy, it's cool that it was local boy Keegan Bradley.
A New Englander.
Yeah, he's a
townie.
Yeah. So congrats to him. Good win. Sorry, Tommy. Jesus Christ, man. Get it together.
Right. We'll probably. What else are we going to do this week? We'll talk more tennis for sure. We'll talk some more golf for sure.
NBA draft rumors is fun.
Big. Yeah, the NBA draft is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, guys.
Yes, which is weird.
It's like very soon. Yeah.
So the NBA draft is on a Wednesday. The NFL draft is on a Thursday. The NHL draft is on a Friday.
Okay.
There's
is
zero
there an NHL draft this Friday?
Yes, it is actually.
Have you put out your final mock?
No, it'll be Friday morning.
Okay.
I got some shit from Luke about this. There's a Russian kid didn't do well with interviewing and whatnot, and I still put him in my mock last week. I'm at the pool getting text from Vegas Refund giving me shit about that pick. Says maybe think a little before you hit submit, he said. I said, it's like I had him 27th. It's not like I had him going in the top 10. I'm like, he's still a lot of potential, buddy. So that is Derp Dog by local artist.
Charles, what's the dog picture behind you? Derp Dog. The name is Derp Dog, right?
Yes.
That's the name of the piece of art.
Found it at a art festival. Arts in the Park, Brookings, South Dakota.
Derp Dog.
Derp Dog. I can't remember the name of the artist, but it was like a $350 painting, like legit big. And I couldn't do it. But she had a business card, so I grabbed one, went on her Etsy, and you can get this for like $20. So I'm like, well, I'll get the small one. I like that better. And it went over the Vikings logo after the embarrassing
playoff.
Who's it? The Rams? The Rams game?
Was it embarrassing? I guess it was. Yeah.
I think it was more embarrassing because it was back to back with the Lions game, where it's like you guys were good for the whole year, and then just 2 straight weeks of Jesus Christ, buddy.
Yeah.
Like grab the wheel.
I love it. All right.
Let's call it a day. I got shit to do. It's time to start really.
I love that. I love
honing in on the NFL.
Man, I love it. It is such a relief.
Yeah, no NBA for a bit.
I can't believe Halliburton tore his Achilles. Can you believe it?
Bro, I can't believe we started World War III.
What?
Did you go camping this weekend?
I was in San Diego, man. I had a great time. Germans discovered San Diego, of course, in 1904. Named it after a whale's vagina.